She smiled. If he looks anything like you, the bride's a very lucky girl. There, she'd said it. She'd put it out on the table that she found him attractive. The next move was his. He returned her smile and took a step closer. Well, darling, he's a little fairer than I am, but I think we're in the same category. She drew in a quiet breath as glorious need combined with the fear of the unknown and created a tingly feeling she'd never had before. A feeling that egged her on, made her say the first flirty thing that popped into her head. Then she is lucky. He laughed. The sound walked up her spine and sent that feeling through her again. What about you? Me? Pretty girl like you working in a drugstore? That doesn't seem right. She laughed. The urge to flirt was so natural now, she couldn't stifle it. What do you think I should be? A stripper? His gaze rippled from her hair to her toes. I'd pay to see you wind around a pole. That just plain stopped her breathing. Her inner good girl gasped. Women who wanted to keep their reputations did not wind around stripper poles. But her inner bad girl sighed. She'd really like to be able to flirt without the constant nagging. Piper found the compromise position. I'm really not the kind to pole dance, but I might take money at the door. He laughed again. Happiness surged through her. See, inner good girl, flirting can be fun. You're funny. I like that. She walked to the counter and slid behind the cash register. I like a guy with a sense of humor, too. She peeked up and caught his gaze. And I hope it was just a joke that you thought I should work in a strip club. He leaned against the counter. Man's gotta have his fantasies, but there's a lot to be said for living in the real world. You dating anyone? Her heart stumbled. Good God! He was going to ask her out. No, not now. Which tells me there was somebody. She swallowed. How could he not know who she was? He had to be from out of town. I kind of broke up with him about 3 months ago. He grinned. 3 months. That's good timing. It is? Sure. By now the residual hurt feelings are down to a bare minimum, and you're probably looking to move on. Gazing into his sexy dark eyes, she was so ready to move on. I'm not in town for long, though. She was right. He wasn't from here, and he was telling her he wasn't into a relationship, just a fling. Could she do this? Have a fling? Could she try an affair, see what she was missing, and wave goodbye when he moved on? Not quite sure what to say, she picked up his wedding card. A quick scan caused $6.99 to pop up in the digital readout of her cash register. His eyes widened. $7 freaking for a card? She laughed. His facade of perfection cracked. Although, in some ways, his shock was cute. Clearly, the man didn't shop. There are some cheaper ones. He sighed, then winked. I'm not cheap. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a $5. I just remembered the card when I was coming back from the diner. I spent most of my cash on breakfast for my brothers. I'll have to go home and get more. How about a bank card? Don't have that with me either. When I travel, I only use it for gas. Easier to keep track of my spending that way. His gorgeous dark eyes met hers, and the zap of electricity that surged through her almost stopped her heart. There was no denying she felt a zing for this guy. But the things he'd said suddenly began to group together in her head. Wedding. Finn Donovan was getting married today. Brothers. Finn had 2 brothers. When I travel. Cade, Finn's older brother, lived out of town, in Montana, on a ranch. Which explained the Stetson.